I personally have a great interest in physics. I've never studied it, but I come from a family of mathematicians and physicists, and I'm the only black sheep who went into business. But I kept the relationship with that disciplines, and talking to my relatives, I often get insight into latest developments and what's going on in the discipline. So what I do is I try to understand what they are telling me, and then I try to make the bridge on how I can use that in my daily work as a manager. And one interesting bridge, one interesting example occurred to me, and I want to share that with you in the following situation. If you drive a car and you look at the fuel consumption, say at the speed of 100 kilometers per hour, it may be 7 liters per 100 kilometers. Then when you speed up the car, so when you propel the system, in that case the car, when you propel the system to the next level of speed, the fuel consumption goes up to 35-40 liters per 100 kilometers. So substantially more than the fuel that you consumed when driving 100 kilometers. But once you settle into your new speed, say 120 kilometers, the fuel consumption dramatically drops back to a level of maybe 7.5 or 8 liters. What we can learn from this is that every time you have to overcome inertia in a system, and in this case it may be your team, it may be your department, or it may be your company. Every time you have to overcome inertia and you want to lift up the system to the next level, a tremendous amount of energy, much more than the initial state, much more than in the initial state is needed. Now, what can you do to have that energy? You can either cover that energy from resources within your company, or you can employ external help. And I'm mentioning this because this is an example of physics that supports my profession. If you're running into a situation where a great deal of change will come upon your organization, loads and loads of new energy will be needed to speed up the system, and in that situation you can use interim management.